I was reborn 6 times. I couldn't change my wife's mind about divorcing me. So this time, I decided not to force it. Carly took the divorce agreement and prepared to sign it. But a voice came to my husband. Stop, no money. I raised my head and looked at Liu Ruyan in surprise. The woman in front of me didn't open her mouth. His lips hold. A line of people showed an impatient look on their faces. I smiled bitterly and shook my head. Maybe I've been reborn too many times. Too deep. I started to have hallucinations. I actually heard Liu Ruyan's voice just now. And this woman hates herself so much. How can I call myself my husband? I pick up the pen again. Plan to continue signing. Husband, don't sign. Please don't make me kneel down and beg you. Something is wrong. This sound is really. Ming is Liu Ruyan's obsession for the 6th life. His voice is unmistakable. I looked at Liu Ruyan in surprise again. But this time, I saw his eyes. There was a hint of struggle in. Obviously indifferent. But there was a hint of pleading in his eyes. I rubbed my eyes. Look again. What's the point of begging? It's as cold as winter. A piece of cold. It's over. Now I'm not only hallucinating. Even hallucinations appeared. Liu Ruyan watched me eat shit without moving. Urge you to sign or not? The voice was so cold that I pulled at my clothes. No longer entangled in the inexplicable. Wonderful sound. Pick up the pen and leave, said you, and I signed his name on the marriage agreement. Then just divorce. The agreement was thrown at Liu Ruyan's feet. Okay, this is what you want, right? You can take your. The agreement rolled over. There was no trace of nostalgia in my voice. Liu Ruyan thought I would question. He thought I would make trouble. But I didn't expect that I would have no expression on my face. I owe you so much. My husband, your mouth is 37 degrees. How can you say such cold words? I'm really sad. You took me away so easily. You don't even struggle. Liu Ruyan bent down and picked up the divorce agreement. He left without looking back. Until I heard the door slam. But I didn't hear the footsteps moving away. I quietly got out of bed. Lying by the door. I want to listen carefully. What does the woman outside the job interview want to do? What should I do? My husband doesn't want me anymore. How come I can't control my broken legs? My husband was in so much pain just now. He should be very comfortable. Sir, open the door. Who wants to go to that cold apartment? My husband, I was wrong. How come you signed so quickly? Have you never loved me? But I love you so much. My husband is so good. My husband is so handsome. Start now. I am the woman who was abandoned by my husband. This broken plot. Why do I have to divorce my husband? I don't want a divorce. Otherwise, just burn this agreement. Find a place to send this crappy novel to the author. He called his assistant. Where can I get a car? The crematorium faded away with the footsteps at the door. My ears are finally clear. Why go to the crematorium in the middle of the night? What's this dog's habit? I remembered that I had just arrived at the Hall of Illusion. If I hadn't experienced 5 failed rebirths, I might actually believe this. You better go to the hospital to check your arm tomorrow. No, he's crazy, right? What if it's true? I must drag this bastard Liu Ruyan into this. Whoever lets go first is a bog. Thinking of this, I walked into the bathroom, lying in a warm bathtub. I closed my eyes unconsciously. Fell into a deep sleep. Husband, wake up. I didn't expect you to be so sad. How can you commit suicide? How can I live without you? My husband is so noisy. Shut up, husband, you're awake. You scolded me. Thank God. No. I will go to Hongfu Temple to burn incense for the Buddha. He must have heard my prayer just now. I opened my eyes with great effort. What comes into view is a snow-white ceiling. Me at this moment, I feel my whole head is dizzy. My stomach still hurts a bit. I tried my best to hold it up. I tried to lean my upper body against the head of the bed. But after trying several times, I failed. The woman next to me looked at me struggling to get up. Stretch out your hands quickly. One hand holds my body. Lift the pillow behind you with one hand. Let me feel more comfortable. After doing all this, he also carefully tucked my back corner. For example, Yan is still tidying up the quilt for me. I suddenly looked up. The breath between the eyebrows suddenly explored the realm of women. A woman. Ji Ailing stood up straight. I looked at Liu Ruyan in confusion. Not yet opened. Then I heard the woman say, "Don't think you can use suicide as a means. It can threaten me. The divorce agreement has been signed. In addition to these, you will also get some additional compensation. But no matter what you do, this marriage must be in the woman I listen to this hair." I just feel speechless and ask the heavens. Can I say I just fell asleep accidentally? I just wanted to explain. But the familiar girl once again whispered in my ear. Don't agree to this bastard. He is him, and I am me. Look, I'm going to tear him apart. I just finished saying this. I just looked at Liu Ruyan and wondered. He raised his right hand miraculously. Then, it seemed as if something suddenly occurred to him. Touched my lips. Isn't that an auditory hallucination? It's Liu Ruyan's voice. As I was secretly guessing. There were knocks on the door. Liu Ruyan stood up and opened the door. The doctor held a small. Little Benben came in, sir. Your test results are out. The body does not. The answer is just some anemia. Please take good care of yourself in the future. Why is my husband anemic? Turn around and tell Zhang Man. Make something delicious to nourish my husband. My husband likes to eat pig's trotters the most. Arrangements? I listened to Liu Ruyan's endless chattering and opened my mouth. Asked the doctor a question. I want to ask. Do the medical examination results include a brain scan? Why is my husband so late? What about his brain? Do you have a headache recently? I checked you when you were admitted to the hospital last night. Judging from the results so far, there was no problem at first. Okay, thank you, doctor. But sir, please take a rest first. You can go through the discharge procedures tomorrow. After saying this, the doctor put away the notebook in his hand, turned around and went out. Liu Ruyan followed the doctor out. I looked out the door with a confused look on my face. Sure enough, after Liu Ruyan left, I no longer hear any strange noises. I picked up the phone beside me out of boredom. Suddenly, I saw my agent remind me. There is a bell practice to attend today. Hurry up and ask the agent Wang Jie. Please explain this to the crew. I was planning to pack up and leave the hospital. I don't care what Liu Ruyan is worried about. A false illusion. I won't serve you anymore. The master of the Luan sect is here. Long legs meet little lolly. Wait for my brother. Just then, Liu Ruyan seemed to have finished talking to the doctor. Pushed the door in. What I saw was the little song I hummed while enjoying the sight of undressing. Good guy. Is it so exciting? My husband has a really good figure. What are you doing? I looked up. Liu Ruyan was standing at the door staring coldly. I changed clothes. You said they are an old married couple. I didn't stop my actions. My husband heard this scene is too exciting. Honey, my heart can't take it. You don't lie in bed. Okay, what are you going to do with changing clothes? I glared at the woman who said one thing and said another, although it feels weird. I'm tired. I don't want to play with this woman anymore. Isn't 5 lifetimes of failure enough to teach me a lesson? Of course it is out. Why are you staying here if you are resentful? No, the doctor just said you are still very weak. Need to rest. Talking. Liu Ruyan pushed me onto the bed. I looked up at him. There's a hint of blood in my eyes. Why does Miss Liu care so much about her ex-husband? Liu Ruyan. After hearing this, Tian's eyebrows were already furrowed. Today is Saturday. The registration office is not open yet. Strictly speaking, we considered a couple. Aren't there only 2 days left? It doesn't matter. I have a job tomorrow. I have to go back and prepare today. What 2 days? That broken divorce agreement. I have already sent it to the top 13 author. Forget about your ex-husband. You will always be my husband. I was surprised to hear this. Knowing is a confirmation. Is that voice a good opportunity for Liu Ruyan? I asked if you still kept the divorce agreement. I heard that there are obvious sequelae here. Then he simply said, I have asked Secretary Wan to put it away properly. I saw him pause obviously. I don't know where. He must be lying. I'm afraid you don't even know Liu Renai herself. He has a little problem when he lies. Just pinch the index finger and thumb of your left hand gently. Liu Ruyan saw that I didn't ask any more questions, a barely perceptible sigh of relief. Then he asked, what work have you postponed? If you need money, tell me and I'll give it to you. I finally changed my clothes. Then he walked to the door. Just say it casually, then there is no need. I am quite satisfied with the division of property. We're already divorced. Don't delay me from finding my second spring on variety shows. Of course, if you can find the right. I will also congratulate you from the bottom of my heart. So I'm leaving first. I opened the door. He walked out without looking back. What variety show? Who wants to steal my husband from me in the second spring? Liu Ruyan raised her leg and followed out. Finally got on the subway. Who catches up with me? He grabbed my sleeve. You can't tell me to pull it. I'll take you there. I just left in a very cool way. There is a value of never seeing each other again. Who knew it would only take 5 minutes? I was slapped in the face by reality, but there is a bargain. Son of a bitch. I turned around and got into Liu Ruyan's car. Seeing this, Liu Ruyan also hurriedly got in the car. The two rushed towards the previous apartment. No one was talking in the car. But my ears keep ringing. Liu Ruoyan's voice. What kind of variety show is it? Do you want to ask? What if my husband really changes his mind? What can I do? I was really moved by Liu Ruoyan's voice. The quarrel was so severe. Why is he usually so cold? I have so much inner energy. Seeing Liu Ruoyan's death without stopping. I am so annoyed by him. I had to take the initiative to say you are. I don't mean to ask what I think. Liu Ruoyan glanced at me coldly. No, but I clearly heard his voice echoing. I think I'm a tough guy. I kissed his throat. I told you before. It's Lantai, the one in love. The one where the star and the ordinary person are in free love. I asked you if you wanted to go. Didn't you reject me then? You don't have to explain to me. Liu Ruoyan stared at the two robbers in front of her, as if I don't care, but in my heart. Not as calm as he appears. My husband, how could I refuse? I just want to mess things up for you. Didn't you say before that you wouldn't go? Why do you want to go again? Don't make me beg you, okay? I really have 1 minute at this moment. I don't want to be with this bastard anymore. It turns out he did it on purpose. I can't say I'm picky. The two of them were silent along the way, but my ears. But there was no tilt along the way. Is your husband angry? When can I control my mouth? No, I need to ask Xiao Wang to check it out. Who is going to this variety show? In case of old, what should I do if my husband is blinded by a big-waisted scumbag on this noisy road? In this life, I finally arrived at the downstairs of the apartment building. You can go back when you get there. I will pick a time on Monday to register. Divorce agreement. Remember to keep it safe. When Liu Ruoyan heard this, his expression was shocked. Didn't escape my eyes. How come my husband hasn't forgotten this? He thought in his heart. But the tone was still cold. I have a reply on Monday. I will try to make time. My ears are almost calloused from all this travelling. If I hadn't heard Liu Ruoyan's voice. Maybe I really believed this so-called reply. I rolled my eyes. Turned around, got out of the car and left quickly. Just arrived home. I called my agent, Sister Wang. The recording schedule for the next day was finalized over the phone. Because in the morning, the setup group has to come to my home first. Get started and clean it up. First step. First throw away everything Liu Ruoyan left here. On the other side, Liu Ruoyan saw me running fast. A feeling of depression came over me. He quickly took out his cell phone and called Xiao Wang. Let him check what this ghost is. Who are the guests of Zong? Who knows the more I listen, the more I feel sad. What state of mind? Wondering Xiao Ziyu. Popular idol song Chow Chow. Even the CEO of Wanzhong Entertainment. Dong Jian also ran to join in the fun. This hen-house girlfriend is almost all of 56 nationalities. Where's the face? No, this show. I must have his name, Liu Ruoyan. Xiao Wang, please contact the producer. Give me a spot. Boss, who wants to marry me? The next morning, I was awakened by a knock on the door. It's broken. I packed up too late last night. I forgot to set the alarm. I got up quickly. I shouted at the door, wait a minute. Then I washed up as quickly as possible. Change out of your pajamas. Then I opened the door. I just forgot this is a live show. In the gaps I count. The live broadcast room has already started to curse. Is the minister okay? What time is it? Yesterday's guests have all arrived. He's a day late. This monthly salary is really good. The barrage was full of curses. After all, I am. Re-debut. Although there are not many fans. But there is still nationality. For a while, the popularity of this live broadcast room remained high. But I didn't know all this yet. After setting the group. First, I scanned the room. Then a host came on stage. You must be familiar with our program. I poured a glass of water for a few people, then sit casually on the sofa. Natural love? Isn't it just a love affair at public expense? I didn't come to this show in my previous life. But this show relies on picking up things to hold me. Thanks to the host Jiboda. Constantly digging holes for the guests. It's just that people don't know. Century Boda is Lin Suian's good brother. So in the previous life, only Lin Suian has the most. The benefits are only in this life. My sudden change of mind, Lin Suian didn't even have the chance to appear on the show. When I think of this, I feel better. Haha, I didn't expect Siege to be so fond of joking. Although our show is a dating variety show. But it also requires each guest to rely on their own ability. That's natural. Love. It is indeed the most unpredictable. So to speak, is Siege also someone who has been traumatized by love? I knew Jiboda would set a trap for me here. I smiled. A love without a result is also worthy of being called love. Just a pure waste of time. How could you think I would waste money like this? Time matters hurt. Why should I pay for other people's mistakes? I took a sip of water slowly. At this time, only Mu Xiao. Netizens actually agreed with my remarks. The director is watching the current events on the sidelines. Quickly ask the factory to remind Jiboda to change the subject. He thinks the show has conflicts. It's not just talking to me. Jiboda received instructions from the director. But seeing how I am not surprised by praise or criticism, he is unhappy. Siege's love is a matter between two people. It takes two to tango. How can you say it's someone else's fault? Could it be that you are not considerate enough? This is what led to my ex-girlfriend cheating on me. Hearing. I raised a finger and hooked it at Boda. Since Boda does not know why. Then sighed forward. I mustered up my strength. While Jiboda was not paying attention. With a snap. He slapped Jiboda in the face like lightning. How about a snap? After I slapped. The barrage was stagnant for 2 seconds. Then it exploded. He doesn't know what Chen Z is doing. Is this live? Jiboda, what is that bullshit? Ex-cheating. How come it's still like one hand can't clap? The person who sets up the group also. I was stunned by this slap. I just wanted to cut off the live broadcast, but the director team detected the traffic in the live broadcast room. Because of this slap, I suddenly got angry. Hurry up and ask the photographer in front to continue filming. This show is just a warm-up today. It's already been hot searched. It seems that it is right to find a minister, but the ministers are also bold. How dare you hit someone in public on the show? Jiboda only reacted at this time. Orange, what are you doing? I looked at my right hand. Hey brother, you're not angry, are you? Just now a mosquito flew by. If you don't believe me, look. I stretched out my right hand and placed it on the camera. The machine was shown. There is a black spot lying on my hand. When I showed the mosquito to Jiboda. Chen Z angrily beats Jiboda. Airborne hot search. But I don't know. I didn't even know the show was live. Otherwise, I probably want to lead people directly. But Jiboda does know that now. Still live. Looking at the mosquito in my palm. His face was frozen. But the topic changed quickly. So that's how it is. I am the most prone to mosquito bites. Thank you, Siege. Looking at Jiboda's stiff smile. I waved my hand. How big of a deal is this? Any other questions? If not, can we set off? The director checked his watch. It really took up a lot of time. The program team had set up several questions. Want to dig a hole for Chen Z? Who knew that Gen Z slap? Better than any other problem. Since the effect has been achieved. There's no need to waste time here. He made a gesture with the phone call. Seeing this, the latter quickly put on a smiling face. The guests had already arrived yesterday. Everyone is waiting for you. Then we should do it without delay. See you at the villa later. Good brother. The crew saw that the filming was completed. Turn of the camera immediately. This file. The program was originally broadcast on both live and recorded platforms. Live broadcasting to increase popularity in the early stage. The main part of the subsequent filming was still secret filming. It can also warm up the official broadcast on TV in advance. I see. The camera is off. Then he went over and said hello to the director. The director is very satisfied with me now. Just tell me to keep going. Jiboda stared at me. That look is like a knife. And this scene, it happened to be in the corner where the camera was put away and recorded everything clearly. After everything is packed up. Said the group already. First take the bus to the villa in the suburbs. I'll go with my luggage. Waiting time. I took out my phone. But I saw a row of missed calls. I'll call you back right away. What saved me was Sister Wang's roar. Where are you, my minister? How come you don't know this is live? I've told you it 100 times. Your ears are reflexes. Live broadcast, my mind was shocked for a moment. You really don't know. I sent you the process last night, but you didn't read it. I just remembered. When I was cleaning up last night, I found there are so many traces of Liu Ruyan. As a result, this busy. I forgot about the program flow. When I think of this, I've resolutely admitted my mistake. Right, sorry. I'll get in the car right away. I'll watch it in a moment. Make sure you follow the rules. And I was swatting mosquitoes, wasn't I? You are smart. You think I'm blind and can't see. What the hell is this mosquito that you drew on your hand in advance? But how did you know to do this in advance? Did you plan to cause trouble on the show? I really don't want to say. That black spot is not actually a mosquito. It's a mole on my palm. I used to be afraid that Liu Ruyan would see me. I asked someone to tattoo me a little butterfly. Who knows who ruined? After seeing it, I just asked, "Why don't you wash your hands after swatting a mosquito?" Then he dodged with his eyes and nose. I was sad for a long time because of this. I've always wanted to do laser treatments. Who knows, the doctor said. The tattoo destroyed the melanin of this mole. If the structure is removed, it may cause lesions. No way. I can only keep this little mosquito. Don't worry, sister. No one else noticed anyway. Has the public opinion on the internet been controlled? You are doubting my business ability. Take care of yourself. This time, I begged the director for a long time. The Navy was dispatched, leading public opinion to your side. Just say you didn't know it was live. Then I subconsciously hit the mosquito. Hey, thank you, sis. I hung up the phone happily. Look carefully at the little mosquito on the palm of your hand. I don't know if I'm used to it or what. I've seen it more, and it's still pretty good. But in order to avoid causing trouble in the next show, I still took out the program process. I looked at the list and saw this. Good guy. I have collected 6 counterfeit coins that don't match me. This is not a pure sure field. Female guest number 1 gives money. I just got promoted recently thanks to a fairy tale drama. A wandering member of the head. But what a coincidence is. This girl was exposed by fans as soon as she became popular. When she participated in a sports meeting in school in her early years, I cheered in the audience. Just like that, I was on the hot search for 2 days. The comment section is almost full of his fans. Poor me. It's just that I'm the opening guest of the school sports meeting, invited by alma mater, as a senior in the acting department. For yourself. What else is wrong? From then on, I became a dog man who couldn't get love. Female guest number 2, Xiaozi. This little girl is even more inexplicable. She was interviewed by reporters when she debuted. Asked who the entertainment industry admires the most. This little girl said my name. I don't know if he really likes it. Or just join in the fun. Anyway, I was hung up by his fans for several days. Female guest number 3 is short-sighted. This is indeed my problem. Once at a drinking party. This ex-boyfriend. CEOs who can catch up with a high-speed train if they line up. She actually fell in love with me, but I didn't know his identity at that time. I thought he was a perverted, illegitimate child. So I quietly asked him to go to the parking lot. Gave him a beating. From then on, the feud was formed. But think about it carefully. In his previous life, Lin Suiyan participated in this program. I started a relationship with him at public expense. So after that, Feiyon is able to thrive in the entertainment industry. Like this sea, it is probably related. After talking about the female guest, the hatred between the male guest and me is even more obvious. Male guest number 1, my old rival. Xiao He, who was hipped as a minor official when he debuted. What little minister? In fact, he is 3 years older than me. Since debuting, he has been telling me about resources. So, the relationship between the two can be said to be as cold as water. Male guest number 2. Xi Whiting's hostility towards me is a bit unfair. He got together with a famous female director for years ago. Who knows how long it will be spread? There was a scandal between me and a female director. But the female director is also a Han Hong. I'll use the excuse that I love someone else. Break up with Xi Whiting. He put this on my head. Male guest number 3 is an old acquaintance. Liu Royan's Xiaozhi. Liu Mo. He is also one of the few people who know about our marriage. But he felt that his aunt. It shouldn't match my straw hat. So I always rely on me. In summary, I just think about the scene of seeing these people. In the mind, it's just a bunch of rivers and lakes, but this obviously has already gathered 3 men and 3 women. Then I went, no, there are more. Where can I find a female guest? Rushing all the way, I finally arrived at the country villa where the show was recorded. I carried my luggage, walking towards the shore field with high spirits. Looking at the closed door of the villa in front of me, I grinned. Is this waterproof? I can hear it even from outside the door, the noise coming from inside the house. I don't know what will happen after I go in. Can they still be so happy? Do you want to go in later? Let their happiness last longer. Thinking like this, my hands didn't stop at all. Knocked on the door. The door opened soon after. The person who came was my ex-wife's nephew, Liu Mo. Liu Mo opened the door. I was absolutely stunned for a moment. I quietly waited for Liu Mo. The usual cynicism. But I didn't expect him to just smile at me. No, there is definitely a problem. As soon as I walked in, I saw the stage around me. Camera. Position the camera towards you from 5 different positions. I smiled and greeted everyone. Hello everyone, I am Junzed. Today's 7th guest. But at this time, 6 guests already in the villa. Face. They all wore awkward expressions. And another round of attacks came towards me on the barrage. Zetgu really thinks he is a big shot. We'll come after we've divided into teams. Why are you here from Junzi's live studio? What's going on here? It's right. There's something wrong with this show. Divide into 2 teams to deal with 7 people. Because of the presence of cameras, several people were at the scene. It was just an awkward moment. I'm sorry, Zeej. We didn't know you were coming. The teams have just been divided. You wouldn't mind, would you? I rolled my eyes. No one would mind. I don't believe it. Setting the group without advance. Tell them I'm coming today. Do this. Isn't it just to leave me alone and watch me make a fool of myself? It's so childish, but at least I'm entertaining myself. After so many years of struggling in the circle. Of course, I know the best way to deal with this situation. Just give them a chance to observe their words and expressions. I was late. We all spent a day together yesterday. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. I don't mind. This time I can do it alone. The people in front of me were obviously a little surprised. I didn't do what they expected. Find fault directly. I looked at their reactions with satisfaction. Then lowered his eyes. Pretending to be strong, I carried my suitcase. Where is my room? Let me put the luggage up first. At this time, the 3 male guests exchanged glances. No one has a gun. I blinked at the program director in confusion. No way, you all don't welcome me. Xiao, he was the first to react. How come? Qualification is just. Good, 3 rooms. The 3 of us have each been assigned a room. There is only 1 bed in each room. Or you can share a room with me. But I don't sleep very well. Don't mind. Xiao, he originally wanted me to give up. Who knows what I heard from him? Just say it's okay. I don't sleep well. Then the 2 of us will just make do with each other. Don't harm others. When Xiao he heard this, his face immediately became unhappy. My face painting, it blocked his way to find someone else to sleep with. God knows how much he hates me. But looking at Xiao, his gloomy face, I feel in a good mood. Xi waiting formally, but suddenly spoke. Come sleep with me. I sleep well at night. Xiao he heard this. A look of relief immediately appeared on his face. But I am very confused. Doesn't he always look at me with displeasure? Why would you suddenly say something kind? Is there another trick waiting for me? Among the male guests present, only Xi waiting has the highest status. There is no reason for me to do so. And we will stop them if they come. Water comes and soil covers. What's the big deal? I nodded. Then, under the guidance of Xi waiting, we came to the room. This room is really simple enough. Except a bed. There's not even a wardrobe. No wonder they don't want to cooperate with others. I packed my luggage quickly. I want to say thank you to Xi waiting from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Xi waiting crossed his arms and you were on the door frame. You should sleep well at night. I lied to Xiao He. Don't worry, I sleep well. The 2 of them went downstairs. Just walked downstairs. I heard Victoria Song's voice. It's really troublesome. I was late. Still dilly-dallying. Can we start? When I knew I was coming. He was really unhappy with this man. I wanted to pull him into hype before. This time, this figure suddenly appeared again. Nambio is not coming for him. He came to this show to consume. If I heard this, I just want to shout out bad luck. I didn't argue too much with Victoria Song. Just apologize to everyone again. Sorry. I have wasted so much time. I'll treat everyone to a good meal tonight. Please let me apologize to everyone. You don't know that I use Zeej. The production team doesn't allow us to use our own money. Zhao Ziyi quickly spoke, trying to lighten the mood. I really want to rub this child's little face. It seems that this child might really be his fan. Xiliumo looked at Xiao Ziyi and was so considerate to me. My teeth are about to break. He came to this show just for Xiao Ziyi. Can we start our morning activities now? Now that we are divided into groups. Then let's go quickly. Before I came, the subtenancy situation among the 6 of them is Xiao Ziyi, Willow Clan, Victoria Song and William Tse, as well as Dong Chan and Xiao He. Anyway, he doesn't know about others. He can divorce Xiao Ziyi and form A. It really suits his wishes. I don't want to be a close friend of Hengxing. Everyone stood with their partners. Just waiting for the program team to issue the task. I'm the only one standing alone. It looks a bit embarrassing. But this also happened to suit the wishes of several people. Sorry, guests. We will have another female guest later. Because you 2 are late. So today we will automatically form a group. I heard there is another guest. The barrage became lively. What? There's another female guest. This show's dance is so eye-popping. I don't know if you still remember. When this program was recruiting, take out the movie queen and slip across the melon. Impossible. If this program group can invite CHU Uren, I live broadcast. And several people in the show heard the production team say this. I was also surprised. Chun Zed and the others had heard about the coming. I just don't know why I played all day. Only, the other female guest didn't listen at all. Said, Xiao, he had heard that the program crew had let CHU Uren go. But CHU Uren has never participated in a variety show. But if it's true, peaceful and relaxing, position in the circle, he must perform well. Although CHU Uren didn't come, but Dongqian is also a good choice. At this moment, there was a knock at the door. I was alone and ran over to open the door. A demon appeared at the door. As the camera moves to his face, the barrage suddenly went crazy. WC. I want to kneel down to the program team. Really invited CHU Uren. In a short while, the audience spread the news. The popularity of the live broadcast room is rising all the way. Director of music. The corners of my mouth are almost stretched behind my ears. CHU Uren's arrival. It also shocked several guests. Especially Xiaohe. That joyful expression. Afraid that others would not know that he had feelings for Queen CHU. I was also very surprised. I have never heard of CHU in my previous life. Then come to this show. Why is there such a show in this life? I was favored by such a great god. Hello everyone, I am CHU Uren. Excuse me. Some things are delayed. CHU Uren said with a smile. I heard that everyone has been divided into groups. Let's start today's mission. Xiao, he is now regretting his decision. He spoke subconsciously. How can you directly arrange a partner for the Queen of Film? Otherwise, let's regroup. This sentence offended Dongqian, who was standing beside him. But Xiao, he didn't take it to heart at this time. When Dongqian came to participate in the show, I didn't reveal my identity. Shishu is an executive of an ordinary company. In Xiao, his opinion, how can the second generation of rich people look like an actor? This is not good. It was my fault. There is no need for everyone to accommodate me. Who is my partner today? I don't want to be with this English. Later on. In my memory, CHU Uren is just like Jiao Lu, a flower. The entertainment industry is full of foul smells. He can never be stained. And CHU Uren is also the only one in previous lives. No one was captured by Lin Suiyan. But since he asked, I could only raise my hand weakly. It's me. CHU Uren frowned. I thought he didn't want to be in a group with me. It's okay. You don't want to be with me. Then we will act alone today. You are exporting at the same time? I'm sorry, Chenza. I also grew up watching Teacher Chun's dramas. It's just that you have changed a lot since you were a child. I heard this. With an elegant smile on her face, he took out a mask from his pocket. Handed it to CHU Uren. CHU Uren looked at me in confusion. I don't need other people's masks. Take the new one with you. If you can't speak, then say less. My lord, how do you speak? Xiao, he quickly stood up. Said to me. Who are you? At this time, CHU Uren spoke again. Hello, Queen CHU. I am your fan. My name is Xiao He, just starred in the Jin Dynasty. The Jin Dynasty is a popular show right now. He was just unlucky that CHU Uren didn't look at me. I'm sorry. Haven't seen or heard of it. But you two do look a bit alike, don't you? I'd like to ask, are you two brothers? CHU Uren said. It can be said that he stepped on Xiao He's thunder spot accurately. Then Xiao He couldn't hold back his expression. Ha ha ha, we are not brothers. My surname is Chun, and his surname is Xiao. But if you say so. I really want to go back and ask my dad. Are there any children left outside?